A lot of you will know the connection between Good Shepherd and Prince of Peace. It goes back to the start, 75 years. I don't know about it because I wasn't around then. But we have a unique person in our presence who has words to say about the actual beginning and the dedication of this church. Our pianist, Margaret MacArthur. I'll let her tell her story, but I want to know, is this, Frank, is this mic, Frank, does this mic work?
Yes.
Okay, let's get you in front of a mic, Mark, please. I want everybody to be able to hear what you have to say. Yeah, turn it. There you go. Eat the mic.
It doesn't make you feel very young. But you are the only one who can remember the dedication of this church. I do remember, right from 1951 probably, I can see the basement of this church sitting there, the way it was for 4 years before the top was put on the church. And so that's a memory I still have. At that time, I spent the first 20 years of my life as a member of the Church of Messiah, a little Anglican country church in Sunnydale Township, just north of New Lowell on the 7th line. So if anybody, it's still there, and it's still a lovely little church. And as I became organist there in March 1955.
How old were you?
5. I'm still 14.
14 years old.
That's a little interesting story too. One Sunday, my father and his cousin, the warden of the church, took me up to the front and said, "This pump organ is yours for the next few years. You are going to be organist starting next Sunday." So that's how it starts, and you learn to do by doing. Anyway, then the association with the Prince of Peace was very interesting too. We were a 3-point charge at that time: Good Shepherd, Church of Messiah in Sunnydale, and Wasaga Beach, and Reverend Lemon, who came right after Reverend Patstone. He came down into Sunnydale with a long green station wagon, I can remember it, and he picked up our choir, which was usually a couple of older girls, but most of us were quite young. And everyone got in that station wagon. Some he picked up, the others he got at the church. So that is very much in my memory. And apparently I am the only one that remembers this sort of thing. But I'm very proud to have been involved in singing at the dedication of this church, which would be May 1955.
Awesome, awesome.
I also was here probably 15 years ago for the month of July and August. Reverend Jim Seagram got me to come in and play when I was available for a couple of months. And here I am again today, so who knows what might happen. I also was apparently not very many people remember Reverend Patstone, who started this church and was here at the timing of the building of the foundation in 51. And I remember Reverend and Mrs. Patstone and their daughter Mavora very well, and they did visiting, and when they came, it was all three came, and so we got to know them quite well at that time, even as a child to remember Reverend Patstone. I have talked to 3 or 4 people And no one remembers being in that choir, but a couple of younger girls say, including Joanne Preston right here and my sister, that they know they must have been here because if their older sisters sang in the choir, then they had to have been here because Mom and Dad would have brought them. That's my remembered very much. And it's funny how that remembrance of being in that station wagon with all the girls was so much fun, and that I remember it so well. Thank you.
Thank you, Margaret.